Hey everybody, welcome to another video. This one is going to be kind of, I don't want to say long, but it's going to have multiple points to it. So, first off, I do want to apologize. I've been having a lot of technical issues. YouTube's been not streaming for me. Mixer has been working. Main reason behind that is I tried to basically fix something that wasn't broken. So I try to, when I stream, I'm going to kind of give you an idea. My layout on my streaming, my program, OBS Studios, is on one side. I got where it lists all my events, like if somebody does a sticker or somebody hosts and stuff like that, it lists it. On the right side, I got the Mixer chat and I have the YouTube chat. So I can see both chats at once, and then in the middle, I got my view, and then below that, all my other stuff. Basically, what I was trying to do, and I think a lot of us are trying to do, is have one chat that sees both platforms, which apparently you can do with Restream. Doesn't work for me, and you can do it with Mob Crush. Now, Mob Crush worked out good, but it did have some issues. One of them being that, for whatever reason, when I would type in it and I had it docked in Streamlabs, not Streamlabs, but OBS Studio, it wouldn't show up on Mixer or YouTube. And so I think what I would have to do there is take their pop-out chat and pin it somewhere and use it that way. Ultimately, I think what I'm going to do is just go back to what I was doing and just use both chats. It worked. I could see everything. Everything worked. The only thing that I'm going to try to work on is events, scheduling my streams in advance, because I think that does help. It gives you guys, the knowledge that, hey, I'm going to be doing something at a certain time and not just pop up. I think I'm still going to work on that. I think, honestly, I got that figured out. It was just the whole chat situation. And I know people use Restream chat. I see it all the time. But, with me going to Mixer and YouTube, two chats are fine. Now, if I was streaming to, say, Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch, then that might be a different story. And even then, I still could, dock a Twitch chat somewhere and reposition things to work out. Not that I would ever, well, I don't know. I won't say never go to Twitch. It's a possibility. Someday people tell me not to, but still there's that tiny little point that just wants me to. But this brings me on, honestly, to the other main topic of this video. So I noticed, I was really proud that I'd reached 400 subscribers. Went to 401. Now, I know a lot of people say don't pay attention to the numbers, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And I get that. I do. But I try to set, little goals for myself, which I think everybody should have some sort of goal. Is, no matter what it is, in life in general, have some sort of goal that you want to do. And that was one of my little goals. Due to the tech issues, I am now below 400, not much, but I am below 400. So the main point of this video is, do numbers matter? Do those subscriber numbers matter? And my eye itches. I was out cutting grass earlier. Do they matter? And I'm going to give you a very wishy-washy answer and say yes and no. But there's a caveat to that, if that's the correct terms. So I'm going to say first, I'm going to start off and say no. If you're doing this just to have fun, enjoy yourself, talk to people in chat, and have fun playing games, have fun in the community that you're in, and just have fun in general, then those numbers really don't matter. They honestly don't. If this is something that you're doing just to have a good time with, it's something that you enjoy doing, you enjoy playing the games, you enjoy the people that you're with, trying to figure things out, working with one another, trying to get things, fixed, or whatever the case may be, then I'm going to say the numbers really don't matter. Because they really don't. I know a lot of people who turn their subscriber count off because it's a distraction and it doesn't really matter. And I get that. I really do. And it can be a distraction because, when I lost that 2 subscribers, it really kind of bothered me a little bit because I work hard, even though, I'm not up there in the thousands and thousands of subscribers. I do what I can on my end to get to where I'm at. And so it hurt a little bit. But again, it's just because I try to, set up little personal goals. So on the first part, I'm going to say no. The numbers don't matter. They don't, if you're in this just to have fun, play the games, enjoy the company that you're with, talk to people in chat, and like I said, enjoy the community. Like if you got like a big Discord community and stuff like that, then no, by no means do those numbers matter whatsoever. They really don't. Now, on to the yes part. Do the numbers matter? And onto this part, yes. But the reason why I say yes is because it also depends on, and this kind of goes to the no part as well too. It depends on what you're wanting to do with YouTube or Mixer or Twitch for that matter, any other platform for that matter. It's depending on what you're wanting to do. Like I said, if you're just doing this as a hobby to have fun and enjoy yourself, no. However, if you're in this to, say, make it a career, like you want to be a full-time YouTuber, this is what you want to do, then yeah, those numbers, do matter. You do want to pay attention to how many subscribers you want to have. You want to pay attention to what videos are getting the most views. Like if Roblox is your main thing and it's getting the most views, then you're going to want to do Roblox videos. If Fortnite, is your main, your main game that's getting the most views, then you're going to want to do Fortnite. So you're going to want to pay attention to those numbers. You're going to want to, really be consistent on those type of things, and you're going to want to be consistent on your days and stuff like that. And honestly, consistency, whether you're in this for fun or in this for a profession, I mean, consistency is kind of a thing to have anyways, I guess, in a sense. Because some people like to stream, some people like to upload, but honestly, and see, this is the tough part, the consistency thing. Because I think really if you're in it just as a hobby and to have fun and enjoy yourself, then consistency, I guess, doesn't count. I guess. I don't know. That one's kind of a tough one to answer. Because I know streamers who, are not doing it for a living and stuff like that, but they still keep a pretty consistent schedule. And then I know YouTubers who, are doing it for fun and stuff like that. And, they just do it whenever, and then they still got a pretty good pretty good following. So, but if you're in it to become a professional YouTuber, then yeah, those numbers are important to you. You're going to want to look at your analytics. You're going to want to look at your view time. You're going to want to look at how long your videos or your streams are being viewed. You're going to want to look at all of that and pay attention to those numbers, because if you're doing it for a living, then those numbers are going to matter for you. I think, and this is coming from somebody who doesn't do it, but I think honestly having and I can't think of the word right now off the top of my head, a balance is also important. And what I mean by that is, I think a combination of streaming and uploading, especially if you're going to be doing this for like a living, like if you do multiple platforms, for example, I think sometimes like you could upload to YouTube and stream on a different platform, but promote your streaming on YouTube, you know, or you could just be uploading to YouTube and promote your streaming days, you know, on your videos. There's multiple different things that you can do to turn this into a career, you know, especially if you've got the time. You know, if you're somebody who's a little bit older, who works a full-time job and, you know, has other responsibilities, it is hard to do YouTube, you know, as, you know, a living. You have to start pretty young to, well, I won't say pretty young, but, you know, you basically have to start fairly young and go for it and, you know, make it to where you can do YouTube for a living. It's like, for example, somebody my age, it would really be hard to do because it's just, you know, I got so much going on in life in general, and, you know, it's just me. There's nobody else. So, like, I'm responsible for everything. So that's my viewpoint on numbers, if they matter or not. It really just comes down on what you plan on doing with YouTube. However, there is one last statement that I do want to say about that, and I think this really applies. Ultimately, and this is whether you're going to do YouTube as, okay, because like for me, for example, I just kind of do it for fun, but would I like to, you know, make a little extra off of it? Not like full-time, but a little extra off of it? I would. I would like to kind of have it as pocket change, I guess you could say, passive income, you could say. You know, that's why, like, a lot of times I'll promote, like, you know, my affiliate links, you know, in the comments, or the Nerd or Die link. You know, even though now I know how to make my own stuff, I still will promote Nerd or Die because there's a lot of people out there that are not creative, and, you know, they click on that link, it does help me out, it helps the channel out. So for somebody like me who kind of does this as a hobby but would like to have a little bit of a side income, I kind of do look at the numbers a little bit, but I don't stress too much about them. But here's the ultimate thing, and I think this applies to both sides of the story, whether you want to do it as a hobby and just have fun, or if you want to have it as a career. Ultimately, if you're having fun at what you are doing and you are enjoying yourself, your subscribers will see that and they will have fun, and those numbers will just automatically come to you, and it'll just happen. I'm not going to say there's not some planning involved in that, you know, like your thumbnails and your tags and all that are important. But ultimately, if you're having a good time, you're having fun playing the game, you're enjoying yourself, everybody's going to have fun, they're going to recommend you, they're going to bring people over, and things will just happen. So I think that is a good end message. I hope you guys understand about the technical issues. I'm going to try to get them fixed so I can stream on both platforms. And other than that, guys, I will see you today. Let's see when this goes out. Today is Wednesday, so I will see you Thursday for Roblox. Going to be doing some Dr. Seuss, of course. I got to still get a secret pet, but we'll be doing other games as well. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video.